What's going on, everybody? Yeah. I know, right? It looks sort of different, right? Different setup. Well, this might be the new setup temporarily. I'm not really sure if I will continue being in this area, but some things is going on in the current area that I was in, so I had to relocate. So this is my area for the time being. Took over the dining room area, but what I want to do is I mean, man, it's been a lot that's been going on this week, this weekend in particular. I was not able to do the live show on Thursday as scheduled because of deadlines I had to complete and so many other things. You know, Apple just dropped the Yosemite, still can't pronounce that right. The new updates, the iPhone 6 just dropped. Well, it's been about a month now since they've been out, and the new updates and all of this other stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot stuff. It's a lot going on right now, and with my deadlines as with people or with music libraries that they looking at me hard and they want to take me. They saying, hey Kay, we need you. You know what I mean? We want you to create us some stuff, and you have this day to get it completed. If not, you know what I mean? So I just been kind of going in hard completing music for these music libraries. I can't speak of the name, but it's in the film and gaming, as a matter of fact. So I got some stuff going on right now. So just update you guys on what's been going on. Um, the other thing that happened was I started a new, I guess, a new YouTube video series. I call it the Maschine Studio Dialogue. That's what I call it. And basically, those shows are geared towards machine lovers, but not limited to. You don't have to have a machine in order to watch these videos or to fall in love with the sound or the workflow. You may have something else, and that's totally fine. I mean, it is what it is. Excuse this camera right here in front of me because things are a little can't really, yeah. But anyway, adapting to this space right here, I actually like it. I like this a lot better because when it's daytime, the light comes in. If you guys remember my old setup, it was blue all the time, and I sometimes on the show be crying about that. But it's a little brighter. I'm upstairs with my family. You know what I mean? That's kind of important. I mean, it's sometimes it's a distraction. You can never avoid distraction. And I'm just coming to you guys real. You know what I'm saying? Producer to producer that has family. You know what I mean? It gets kind of sometimes it's overwhelming. Sometimes when you got a family and you got music and you know what I mean, and learning how to balance the two is. So I'm up here with my family, and I actually like it. It's pretty cool because I can just help my children with their homework and get back to work. You know what I mean? At first it was come upstairs, help them go downstairs, because my setup was in the basement area or whatever. It's more room, small room, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I gotta do what I gotta do. K Sound is moving to the next level. Um, Again, like I said, this area might be very, very, very temporary, but I kind of want to dive in with you guys. Um, Obviously, today we'll be working in a machine, do a little bit, because although there's so much stuff going on, I am still dedicated to doing these shows. So what I like to do is still show you guys, what's good in the machine. And again, I still get these questions. Hey, Kay, what's better, Renaissance or machine? I'm not finna answer that question. I'm gonna let the other video that I did last week or episode number 44 really breaks that down. I believe it's either 43 or 44. I took the time, like a whole segment of the video, and just broke that down. But I never had a thought to go get the Renaissance, and I'll just say it like that. You know, everything has pretty much been um, the Maschine Studio for me. So, not sure if that answered your question, but that's just what it is. I love the Maschine Studio. I do most of my work this way. And as a matter of fact, all of my deadlines and things that I got to do, I'm using the machine to help me complete stuff, because it's a beat machine. You know what I mean? It's like it's a groove box, and it gets the job done. You know, I do what I have to. So um, let's see what else. What else can we find? Let's go for a kick. And at the moment, I'm working inside of Lucid Mission, which is an expansion by Native Instruments machine. It doesn't matter what version you have. You can, if you have the MK1, the MK2, the Micro, it doesn't matter. These expansions on the site works for all, whatever, as long as you can get Machine 2.0, 2. Blah blah whatever 2.1. I don't even remember what version I have. I just know to keep updated. That's the main thing. Stay updated on your softwares, because essentially what it does, they fix those bugs or different things. You may not experience anything, but I just stay up to date, because sometimes they may add a sound in there, or they may add other functions in your setup to help it go even more smoother or whatever. You know, sometimes I read those details when the updates come, and it doesn't have anything to do with me, but it could potentially in the future. You know what I mean? So Native Instruments is always good with updating their software. They, as you can see, they're constantly doing stuff. They released a new keyboard called the S Control. I believe I'm saying it right. I might be saying it wrong, but it's a new keyboard. People have been asking about it forever. You know what I mean? They got a beat machine, but what about a keyboard? So they finally released it, and I seen a video on that. I seen several videos actually. I got a couple buddies that has it already, and the way that it lights up and the things that it do, like that thing is really designed for beginners and advanced. You don't even have to be a keyboard player, and you can hit one key and it'll create a chord for you. Major, minor, diminished, augmented, you know, whatever you want to accomplish. You can, it's just a click of a switch, or a turn of a knob, a push of a button to get that perfect sound. So you don't have to search anymore as to how to make your stuff sound advanced. You could be a beginner, but you can make your music sound advanced, and that's kind of what I do. I'm not a keyboard player. I'm always trying to find the right chord. You know, thank God that He blessed me with ears to hear, and that's how I'm able to get this far. You know, as far as I am in my music career. But I'm not a keyboard player by no means. So it takes me essentially a bit longer. Now, having that keyboard will probably benefit me a lot. I could probably speed through my work a lot. You know what I mean? But it's not in my budget right now. You know, I just, you know, if they come down on their price a little bit, I'll go ahead and grab it. But at the moment, you know, I'm not gonna do it. All right. So I recorded something, but I wasn't successful because I was still I'm in the browse mode and still have pre here lit up, and it wouldn't let me do it. So can't be in pre here in the browse area. So let's go see what happens next. Okay. So by default, my drums are in sensitive velocity mode. So what I need to do is go to the pad mode, hit fixed velocity to make my drums hit hard every time. So what I'm going to do is switch my screen to show you guys where to go when you come across problems like this. Let's see which one. Okay. All right. So say for instance, you want your drums to hit hard. Now, as you already know, that inside the machine, there is a mix button up here. And you could definitely go and adjust your volume, but that's not the case right here. That's not what we're doing. It's not what we're doing. But what we're doing here is we want the kick. And I'm gonna make this smaller, well, kind of condense the view down here so I can see everything. And I'm gonna select all of these here, all the volume nodes down here at the bottom, and just raise them all the way up. All right. Now, if I want to adjust the kick overall, then I will go up here and adjust my in the mix mode and bring it down some. That's how I would do that. But what I was trying to do was fix the how hard the pad was hitting over, just period, whenever I hit the kick. But this is the overall, but I needed to go inside the program and kind of adjust the volume for each kick each time I hit it. So now it's a constant, it's a constant volume. It's giving me that fixed velocity effect. Let's see if we go to never visit the percussion session in Lucid Mission. Let's see what's here. I like that. Let's go for that. So what I'm going to do is pan this. Not really sure if you guys can tell if I'm panning things left or right, but I'm not using pad 5. And okay, now one of the things, now the way that I build my groups, when I'm inside of the browse menu, I tend to go through stuff and say, oh man, that's dope, I might use that. But what I'll do, because sometimes you can move away from what you're supposed to be doing. So you add sounds to your groups, right? And it has nothing to do with the style of the drums or the style of the song or whatever. I heard my guy, he's another producer, awesome producer, mention this in his video. Shouts out to my boy JayJosh RocStar. If you guys find him, please follow that brother. He's doing videos on YouTube. JayJosh RocStar on YouTube, and he's sharing phenomenal information. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add his link to this video so you guys can find him easily. He's using Reason. So if you guys are using Reason, that's the brother that you want to follow in regards to doing production, crazy production inside of Reason and getting that perfect sound. But in one of his videos, he stated, well, actually is actually more so geared towards selecting relative drums. They must make sense. All right. So that's what he was saying. So sometimes I'll build up, and I'm guilty of it too. You know what I mean? I can't say that I don't do this, but I'll build up a group of drums, 16 pads. It may only be using 12 of them in that song, and I have the other 7 doing nothing. You know what I mean? So I need to go back and utilize those pads that I'm not using. So So far, as you guys can see, I'm using, okay, I got 7 pads that I'm using. Well, that 7 pads that I have instruments on, but I'm only using 6. So I'm going back to my pad 5, and I'm gonna add, what am I gonna add it? I was gonna add something, just forgot that quick, cause I talk too much, you know. I don't know if it was hats or if it was a snare. Let's add a clap. Had to add that one. Okay. Now I'm going to visit my group B and start building some keyboard work, keys, dealing with keys. Lucid Mission is pretty good with drums and instruments, so I love Lucid Mission. I actually find myself using it quite often, as a matter of fact. Let's go to, let's see, what is this? Let's wait for it to load. No, I don't like that. See if I got a plug sound or something. No. Something like that, I guess. I had my finger on the note. Okay, let's see. 2, 3. Try to jump in. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Sloppy. 2, 3, 4. coming up what I did. Okay, here we go. To the I actually like that. And you know, I gotta be on point after mentioning my boy JayJosh on the show. I gotta be. Well, I'll let him judge if this is hot or not, but it's hot to me. I like it. So I think I might finish it for somebody. I know somebody gonna contact me about this because that's what's been happening lately. I've had several people who wanted, hey, the show, can I get that that joint you created it on? What's that? The Art of Sound number 35 or something like that, for instance. And I got to go back and which reminds me I need to save this. I'm going to save this now as show 45. So if anybody wants it, let me know. Because I have a hard time trying to find stuff and be like on that show, and I go in my library and like, man, where is that? How did I save that? So even though sometimes I think that most of the stuff I do on the show is whack to me, but because these shows are just built around helping people, helping you guys understand how to work Maschine and different things, different questions that I get throughout the week that people ask me. I try to address it on these artisan shows, or or I might be inside of Logic Pro. It just depends on how I feel. I do a lot of work in Logic Pro still to this day. I do a lot of work inside of Maschine Studio still to this day. So it's more so what type of workflow that I want to go with, because they are both two different entities in regards to music production. And what I mean by that is, this is a groove box. I wouldn't consider Maschine Studio as a DAW, although it is, But when you say DAW, which is a digital audio workstation, it is a digital audio workstation because everything here is digital, But most of the time when people say DAW, that word is really being associated with a program that you can do music production in. You can record vocals and mix and master and do all that other stuff. This here, the Maschine Studio, is I would kind of categorize this as more so a beat machine or a groove box, as they call it. That's what I would say. I wouldn't say a DAW, you know what I mean? But if you understand what a DAW, the word DAW, DAW, if you understand what that stands for, oh, this is a digital audio workstation, because it's a station, it's your workstation, and the it's audio and it's digital. So, that type of thing. So let me save this. Okay, show 45. All right, we saved it. And again, as usual, as I always let you guys know, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know what you're thinking over there. I don't know what you guys thinking. I'm just sharing stuff as it comes to my head. I can see the questions as they pop up. If you guys are looking at this on YouTube, there is a link on the bottom bottom left corner. So you may be looking at this on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, or your big desktop computer. It doesn't really matter where you're looking at it. It should be a link on the bottom left of your screen, and it will take you directly to the question, the Q&A section. And if you got any questions, you can type it there, and I'll see it live right here as it pop up, and I'll answer your question as it pops up. So I'm gonna be on for a little bit more, and then I gotta cut it because I gotta get back to work, as I have this deadline I need to complete some work by. And but like I said, I'm dedicated to these. So let me check my other feeds. There might be a question coming in through there. And this video was kind of last minute because I actually wasn't gonna do it, but like I say, somebody always asks me a question. Okay, I'm just making sure I don't miss any questions. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people ask questions on my other public feeds or whatever, and then when I get to them, like, oh man, that would have been a dope question, but they didn't ask it in the right area, so I couldn't see it. So this is what we came up with so far. And another thing that I'll share with you guys, I don't like adding stuff in here and everything be like right here at the brim. I'm always inside the mixer bringing stuff down just so I can hear what the next thing that I need to come up with. So, and sometimes your beat should be simple. It should be very simple. You don't need to add everything just because you know how to make it hi-hats go 16s, 32s, 64s, and 128s or whatever you're doing. Don't mean you need to display all of that inside of a beat or every beat. Sometimes you just give your music space to breathe and give it space to transition into something new. You know what I mean? Because it makes your music more valuable to the listener. You know, if you got everything hitting, bam, straight at one, as soon as the music come on, there won't be any room left later on in the song to maneuver. So that's why a lot of times people start off with intros, start off with something soft, and gradually, you know what I mean, it's more like a dynamic expression in your song. You soft, build up, hard, you know what I mean, you're just going straight in, and then depending on what you're doing, sometimes your music might end soft. Okay, here's the build up, bam, then we need to bring it back down. You know what I mean? It's like a dramatic roller coaster. You go up, you go down, and then, you know what I mean? Just think about getting on a roller coaster. When you get on a roller coaster, the roller coaster is usually not in the air at its highest point yet. You know what I mean? You got to get on first. How you gonna get on? You know, you ain't Superman, you ain't Batman, you can't get up there. You ain't Spider-Man. You know what I mean? You got to get on that ground level, and then when the roller coasters take off, it usually don't just go right in. It usually it got to leave the dock first, then go, and we still going, but we climb. And then we get up there, and everybody anticipates and go, oh my God, and then bam, now we in it. You know what I mean? Bam, hitting all the high points, taking all these different turns and making you go upside down, making you throw up and all this other stuff. And then now it's time to calm down, bring you back to the dock so you can get off. Bam. All right, have a good day. It was good. Thanks for coming. Come back next time. All right. You know what I mean? That's how songs should be. But sometimes songs end in a high, you know, in the high rage or whatever, and sometimes they fade like that, or it just end with a bang. Da-da-da-bow. That's cool too. I got a lot of stuff that does that, but I don't know, just using that roller coaster as an example, whatever. But anyway, ask your questions. Let me know what you're thinking. Let's see what else. What else do I need to add? I got more people logging in. I appreciate you guys for watching me. This was like last minute. Probably should move these to the Saturday, seeing that you get, you know, I have more viewers on Saturday. Maybe that's a better day. I don't know. These shows are every Thursday night at 8 p.m., which is convenient for me. So I don't know. Let me know, guys, if that's you know, my Saturday is just usually for catching up on other stuff for a family or whatever. But I talk too much. You guys can see that by now. Do something with that. Go to my keyboard mode, turn on my keyboard. Now I'm just kind of mixing now, so it can make sense in my head. Yeah. Try to balance all the sounds. We'll try. Not really mixing, just balancing. That's what I'm doing. So is that, you know. Like that. see what else can we. Something's missing. Need to fill it out with something. Just don't know what. Let's see what this is. Okay. Let's go to another expansion. See what we can find. Let's see. Got an electric vise. Yes. Let's see what can we find. What is this here? Now, might do something with that. Now, sometimes I find stuff like that, like, man, that's a great texture. I like to use that, but it's too long. Like, it's just, the sustain is like, oh my God, that won't work. You know what I mean? So what I usually do is look for something that says cut off or delay or decay or sustain. Those are the four things that I look for, and it could vary between sound to sound. It just depends. In this instance, since I'm using electric vise expansion, excuse me, it looks as though that they're using the regular machine sampler. Let's see if I can. Probably not able to see that. Not really sure why. If you guys can see that, I'm trying to show you my other camera angle. While I'm fixing this, I have Mr. I'm sorry, I can't really see the picture. Renee Solis Reyes. If I said the name wrong, please forgive me. I don't want to get into the Mr. or Mrs. because I'm not familiar with all names and who named what, because sometimes females have male pictures as profile pictures or vice versa. So if I started to say Mr., if you're not a Mr., please forgive me. You know, I don't want to get make anyone upset or whatever, but I believe your name is pronounced Renee, and even if I got that wrong, please forgive me. But I thank you for what you're saying. Your kind words. He says, I'm sorry. Renee says, good work. There's a male picture here, so that's why I keep saying he. But he says good work. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Absolutely. All right. Okay. Looks like I have my view back. I was stop presenting. Okay. All right. Now, yeah, you guys probably won't be able to see what I'm talking about, but if you can see up here, it says sampler, and this is like the default sampler, the editing or whatever, you know, and this sampler is being used across all the, you know, default machine stuff, machine sounds, drums, and things like that. So what I would do, okay, so by default it will be one shot sometimes, but it's actually in ADSR, and I can see my release here. Oh, release is the other one. So it's sustain, it's decay, it's release, it's cut off, and I forgot the other one. Yeah, but something like that. I think I said it. But listen to this. So I'm gonna adjust my release. Actually, my sustain. Okay. Release work. But let's go for the sustain. Okay, the release is more like a tail end, like a slow roll off. And let's see my decay. My decay is all the way down. So I'm gonna continue going for the release. My release cuts it. All right. So if I'm in here and I need to make a chord. But there's some other things that's going on. There's a filter on here. But I'm cool with that tail that you hear, the high frequency tail. I'm cool with that. Whatever. So now when I press it, it follows how long I'm pressing on that note until I let go, right? So that's one way that I get by sounds that I come by in the browse section. You know, I'm thinking like, man, that's a great tone, but it won't work because it's too long or blah blah blah, whatever. So I figured it out. It just, you know, now I can come in here. Whatever. Probably in the wrong note. Let's see. See, I'm trying to figure stuff out. I'm not a keyboard player. I like that. I don't know if that's gonna work. Let me figure this out. That was a mistake. I actually like that. Now let's fix that. I was in let's redo that. Now, the tail end is actually kind of bothering me now. It's too much. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna tab over. I'm still in the sapling section. Tab over to the filter section. Let's see. I actually don't like that extra note in there. It sounds odd, but it sounds great. If you can see and tell how I brought it down in the mix, it don't need to be out there like that. It was just something that kind of come up under it. It was loud so I could hear what I'm doing, and then when I figure out what I want to do, bring it right up under it to blend with everything else. I just wanted something, you know what I mean? Now, I know there's a way to control that tail. I just gotta figure it out. What section would that be? Just play around with it, and let's get out of keyboard mode. And I'm actually solo this sound. Sound off, but it sounds good to me. It sound like this old the girl group back in the day. They did something like that. I think that's more like a second inversion as far as that chord right there. Second inversion. I learned that in theory, but still have no idea what I did. So, but it sounded like that. But anyway, not gonna teach you guys theory because that's not what this is about. Okay, cut off. I'm just trying to. Now, if I want to mute my drums, I can mute my group A, which is my drum. Oh, that's cool. That was cool too. That was a pitch. I guess I can just play with that, automate that if I want to do something like that. So you know what? That might be. So I'm trying to get rid of the tail end, and not realizing that it could be in another plugin that this sound came with. And I'm noticing this plugin called Ice, and I'm hit shift and bypassing to see if that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, so I don't want to bypass it. I just want to shorten the that sounds cool too. Wow, I like that. But I'm gonna turn it down. And I'm making these judgments without the beat, right? That's kind of backwards, but you've been doing it for so long, you kind of know sometimes. All right, guys. My goal was not to make an entire song. My goal was just to do a little bit, catch up with you guys, because I missed my Thursday. And I actually like the new setup. It looks like it's clear as far as the because there's more light that's coming in. You just got tired of the blurry videos and just trying to do something better. You know, me that's just me trying to constantly get better and better and better at this. So just so you guys know, I was not comfortable with the blurry and can barely see videos. That's actually was something that was bothering me, and I'm glad I moved to this area right here. Again, this is temporary, and you might see something different. Um, Probably end of the year or beginning of the year. It might be a whole nother setup or whatever. But I want to appreciate you guys for watching. As always, you guys are the best. You guys help my channel grow. Like the video, share the video, tell people about K Sound, and I'm out of here. All right.